The South West is well known for its communities pulling together, particularly in times of need. So today was the epitome of that as a new warm space opened up in Morristown in Plymouth. A community cafe is welcoming people worried about energy bills to come in and get warm for free. The cafe, run by Salvation Army volunteers, will also offer drop-in sessions to help people deal with the high cost of living. Scott Bingham reports.
In the shadow of the frigate sheds, Morristown was once home to some of the thousands of workers employed at Devonport Dockyard. Over the decades, living standards here have declined, along with the size of the dockyard workforce. Morristown and Devonport as a whole are in the top 10 most deprived areas in the city.
When the ships was like 4 or 5.
Colin is due to retire from the dockyard in December. Today he's a customer, but he's keen to help out here.
Where the community is going, everything is going up. I think it's very, very hard with families, etc.
What do you think they're finding toughest? I mean, is it bills and that sort of thing?
It could be bills, it could be the mortgage, it could be feeding the families, it could be anything.
The community cafe is run by volunteers. Even the cakes are baked and donated by locals.
Families are really struggling at the moment, struggling with the energy, food prices going up, so having something where you can come and stay warm and have cake and tea for £3.80, I mean, can't beat it really, can you?
The cafe is also a designated warm space. People are under no obligation to spend money here. It's all the brainchild of Captain Andy Toby. He arrived here in 2019 from Torquay. But even then, pre-COVID and pre-economic crisis, he wanted to do more to help.
We felt for a long time, especially post-pandemic, that there's been a real issue in specifically this community with isolation, people not coming out post-pandemic. And we wanted to encourage some fellowships and people getting to meet up together, reasonably cost food and drink that people are going to be able to afford, and just a safe, warm space where people can come and talk.
The cafe will also offer weekly debt counselling and benefits advice sessions, but the ultimate aim is that it will become a focal point for this community, a place of warmth and comfort, not just during the winter months, but all year round. Scott Bingham, BBC Spotlight, Plymouth.
Well, there are places to go and organisations which can help, but more and more people are needing somewhere to turn. Well, Fiona Longhurst is the director of the charity, the Royal Voluntary Service, which has today launched a guide for people on how to keep warm. It's a free guide, and I know that, Fiona, this is a slightly different direction for the charity, isn't it, this year?
It is. I think we've been, we've looked at our own research, to be honest, and we've seen how difficult the situation is for so many people, particularly those who we are concerned about, who are those with health conditions or maybe are slightly older or more frail. Many people have already started to reduce the number of hot meals they're cooking and take, action on not putting the heating on when perhaps in normal years they would. And many people as well don't seem to have anyone else to turn to.
That, to me, seemed desperately sad. And I think it's almost 40% of the people you surveyed said they had no one to turn to, and that rises in the over 60s. But the main message really, Fiona, is that there's always someone to turn to, isn't there?
There is. Royal Voluntary Service is a volunteering charity, and our volunteers really do just that. We also have services such as our virtual village hall, which is actually online via Facebook. It's on every day. It's a lively community. You can participate in all sorts of things on there, from chair-based exercises to craft activities to doing a film club. There's all kinds of things, and it's a social space. And
people can look up your services on the internet. But apart from anything, as we've just seen in the cafe there, it's about having a community, isn't it? It's about somewhere to turn and having that sense of that other people are in the same boat, because this can really affect your mental health quite badly.
It can. And in our survey that we recently conducted, I think 49% of people unfortunately said that the cost of living crisis and their concerns about it had directly affected their mental health already. And given that we're only in the foothills of winter, really, in November, I think we can see where this is heading. It's not good. So, yes, people really, really do need to make sure that they stay socially connected, because I think that can really protect your mental health. You know, that might be spending time with neighbours and friends you already have. It could be extending your network through charity services such as RVS, or many other charities also provide the same sorts of things where it's kind of community groups to get involved in. We always say as well, actually, volunteering itself is such a great way to support your own mental well-being and your physical wellness as well. People get a lot out of it. It's social. You feel like you're doing something with purpose, and it can actually really be a personal boost.
Well, for now, Fiona Longhurst from the Royal Voluntary Service, thank you so much for speaking to us this evening.
Thank you.
Dartmoor and Exmoor National Park